Viterbo, you can kind of start feeling the Christmas cheer, the Christmas feeling. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm incredibly excited because I have this fantastic group of artists and musicians coming from all over. Tonight, I have the distinct pleasure to have with me Monique. Monique, how are you?
I'm very well. How are you, Julia?
Well, I'm good. I was telling you before, I'm a little bit cold, but I'm good. But I have to tell you, I don't even dare pronouncing your last name. Can you pronounce it for me, please?
Well, I usually don't use that when I'm out in the world, but since you ask, it's Borgstroem.
Okay, the
So
one you said. So that's Monique for you guys.
you're not gonna try it.
Okay, Monique, I just want to know a little bit more about you. I know a little bit, but not much. So our audience doesn't know much. By the way, Lilith, one of the artists that is coming with you, already put a little likes for us. So you are liked. That's good. So Monique, tell us about you.
Well, I can tell you that I'm a singer-songwriter, and as I already mentioned in the presentation video I did for you guys, my focus is very much on the lyrics. So I started out writing poems, and then figured out that I really enjoyed doing music. So I put music to that and ended up doing songs. So that's my way into this thing that I'm gonna bring with me.
Monique, I'm curious. What about you and the guitar? When did you put your hands on the guitar the first time?
Yeah, so I wished for a guitar for a lot of years, and then I gave up at some point. And my dad came to me and he said, "Why isn't there a guitar on your wish list this year for Christmas?" And I said, "Well, there is now that you're asking." And then I got a guitar for Christmas. I think I was maybe 13 years or something. So I started quite late, and I never got any lessons. So I'm self-taught, which is a challenge in some ways when we go to the recording studios or bring in band members, but it has its charm, I guess.
So tell me more about the recording studios. You mentioned something about Berlin the other day. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm in Berlin right now, actually. I just
Oh, you
arrived.
are?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so fun. I didn't know
Yeah.
that. That's so fun.
Yeah, so when you said it was cold in Italy, I was like, okay, I just came from Stockholm where it was snowing, came to Denmark, white, everything was so cold and snowy, very beautiful though. And now I'm in Berlin, so I guess it might be a bit colder here.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Like today at lunchtime, I was outside having two plates of pasta, and it was like so sunny. I had a t-shirt. It was warm. It was fantastic. But at night, it gets a little chilly.
I don't think you can complain. Not in this interview. It's not gonna work out.
No, okay. But I just called my daughter in California, and she's very warm. She said, "Dad, there is no wind. It's very hot. This Thanksgiving is going to be very, very hot. I'm not happy." So
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah, I was on my phone, on the phone with my friend in San Francisco too, and yeah, I don't feel too lucky with the weather here.
Okay, tell me one thing. How did you discover us?
So actually, this is my first open call ever, and it was shared on Facebook, and it was kind of random that I saw it, and it sounded like such a great opportunity to come over, and I really, really love traveling Italy. I haven't done it enough. So, and well, obviously my favorite thing to do is to play music and to be able to travel around with that. So, so yeah, I started doing the application, and I actually didn't imagine that you guys would reply like you did, that I was chosen out to come. So I was really, really delighted to have that email.
Well, actually, you passed 3 selections, and you are always passing with flying colors. So we have no hesitation whatsoever. In fact, if you give me if you don't mind, I want to show everybody what you sent us, and I will ask what they think about your ability. I think you might be okay. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, just wrong one. Just 1 second.
I hear your footsteps crashing on the leaves of autumn, and I know that there's no need for me to try to get you back. Just like the course of changing seasons, time will take its turn. And I knew you were a wanderer before you had begun. So I will go and never come back. I will go because I have lived through the knowledge of your leaving, where I'll be the one to burn. So I'll take your chance for leaving. I'll take your turn.
So, what do you think? Do you like yourself?
Well, this is one of my favorites.
I think you're great. I think that's fantastic. If you don't mind me saying, and I really mean it, please don't mind. I think you remind me of Tracy Chapman. You are that inspiring. You're very, very good. There is the ability of modulating the voice. You get there. So fantastic. Really great.
I'm really happy to hear. That's yeah, she's a beautiful artist. So thank you.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I always ask these days, to these artists that come from wherever, if they can share a little bit about where you guys are from, because of course we want to meet, we want to meet your culture. We want to know a little bit more about your life. So if you don't mind, now I want to show everybody a little bit of your city, and you chose this YouTube video. So I'm gonna play, and please tell us a little bit about what you think we are seeing. And oh, sorry, somebody just called me. Okay, there we go. Oh, did I mess up? Oh, I think I messed up.
No, I think you're just having
sorry. Okay, so he's gonna start very soon. But I made it. Okay, let's go. So this is the video you chose. So tell us a little bit more about what we see.
Well, actually, I'm not really sure about that video.
Maybe I screwed up. Wait a second.
Maybe but I can improvise. So I live on the planet.
It happened. This one, right?
Yeah. So this is well, actually I chose this because I couldn't find anything about my area. I wanted to find something local, and this is a guy telling us a bit about Vistapol, where I live. And I moved there when I was 16 years old, and I bought an apartment 4 or 5 years later in the area. And as with almost every European capital, it's insanely expensive to live in Copenhagen, but it's also a very, very beautiful and very vibrant city. And coming from well, in Denmark, you don't have a lot of alternatives. If you want to be in a capital or in a vibrant city, you would have to go to Copenhagen, because the country is so small, so you can't really just choose the second best. Well, I wouldn't think so, at least. A lot of people are going to be angry with me for saying this, because they might be living in the next city. But yeah, so for me, it was the obvious thing to do. I came from the countryside, and I needed to go to the city. And so in the north, people from Denmark are kind of known actually as the Nordic Italians, because we're a bit more laid back than our fellow northern countries. And you would feel that when you come to Copenhagen. It has a cozy vibe. but it still has the Nordic way of being a bit reserved. So it's a good mix. You feel that you're in Europe, not totally Scandinavia as you would feel it in Stockholm, where I live now, that it's very, very Scandinavian in the culture. Yeah, so I like the mix of Copenhagen in that way.
Monique, 1 second. Letizia Caliente, a friend of ours, says, I ran a marathon in Copenhagen.
That's
very
really cool.
expensive. I agree.
Yeah. It's so expensive.
But very, very nice. Very, very
I'm
nice.
happy to hear that.
My daughter wanted to go for the longest time because Ariel, no, the Little Mermaid, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
The statue, no, it's gorgeous, right?
It's small. It's a funny thing.
So,
like, I think
so Monique,
I don't know if a lot of people go to Copenhagen and they are just really surprised how this is a trademark, because it's a small statue in the water. It's not a lot.
So now Letizia is saying that she went in 2018 and very, very small indeed.
Very, very small, yeah. Yeah, I guess, were you disappointed? That's my thought. Every time I go past that place and there are tourists, I'm imagining how disappointed they must be.
Okay, so Monique, a new topic. So I want to know what you guys do when you go out in Copenhagen. What happened? What do you see? How do you feel it? Tell me more. Open a window for me.
So, well, Danish people are kind of famous for drinking a lot. So that's what we do. We go out for drinks. Also, there's a lot of fine dining in Copenhagen, so that's a point too. Like good restaurants, good food, a lot of drinking. Also depends on where you go in town. What I like about Copenhagen as well is that now you saw a bit about Vesterbro, where I live, and you have like these very brown old bodegas, old pubs where you can still smoke cigarettes. And if you go in there for 10 seconds, you would have to go straight home to the shower because you smell like ashtray. But then on the same street, you would have like a really, really great restaurant with some of the greatest food in town. So it's very mixed. Also, social class in Copenhagen is very mixed, and I like that a lot.
Well, it sounds like a lot of fun. It sounds like
you
are
like
really having a good time every time you go.
A lot of fun.
Okay, so Monique, do you mind if I show you something about our area? I'm kind of proud of it. I want to show you a little bit about our Tuscia. Is that okay with you?
Thank you very much.
Okay. Somebody keeps calling me. He's my director. He should know that I am online. What the heck is wrong with him?
You can pick up. He can be in here too.
There is a place called St. Peter's Land, hidden between Rome and Tuscany. A place where you can find amazing landscape, beautiful natural hot springs, amazing castles, lakes, and marvelous gardens called Giardini all'Italiana.
In the last 3,000 years, many people loved and fought for this land. The Romans, the Etruscan, the Longobards, and other people tried to establish here their home.
But the popes have been the real rulers forever. Legendary wines and the best extra virgin olive oil in the world comes from here.
See you
in April 2022
when the Hasienborghi will dress up by tons of flower for Tuscia and Fiore.
This was a commercial we did for our festival during April. Did you see how good looking at the mayors of these cities?
I noticed the landscapes.
Landscape is good, for sure. Well, unfortunately, we will have the concert and stuff, so we're not going to have much time to go around. But I'll definitely take you guys to at least a couple of fantastic spots that you saw on the commercial. And everybody's very happy to have you. Every time I approach a restaurant and say, hey, I'm coming with a bunch of strangers from somewhere and so forth, and musician, artists, they say, oh, yeah, sure, please come. So, but I have to tell you something very sad. We only have pasta and pizza for you guys. I hope it's not too much.
Well, I love pasta and pizza. Who doesn't?
Who doesn't?
Well, exactly, and it's December. Everyone gains a bit of weight in December, right?
Of course,
So I'll be
you
fine.
must. That's right. That's right. So please forgive me. I need to ask you. So what do you guys think and feel about Italy and Italian? Please tell me a little more. Make me proud.
Well, so my geography is shit, and also my recalling of names. But I've been traveling Italy a couple of times, and the thing I love about Italy mostly is going on road trips, because these small cities that are like spread all over the country with all these beautiful treasures of, as you also saw in the movie that you just showed me, architecture and nature and this very romantic scenery that you have in Italy. I'm very, very fond of. Also, you have great wine. I told you I'm Danish, so we drink a lot. I'm very happy with the wine. Last time I was on a Prosecco tour in the north, and well, the landscape, the people, the warmth is just very breathtaking. I love being in Italy, so I can't wait to come back.
Well, we are certainly very happy to have you and the whole group. And there was one of your colleagues, so to say, Stefania Cortorillo, that was checking us out at the beginning. She's another singer from Italy, and she's super happy to have a chance, because this is really going to be a mixture of culture, a meeting of young and maybe less young people, whatever, art, music, and everybody here. The school, more than one school actually wants to meet you. So everybody's thrilled. So this is really going to be, I think, a cultural event. So I'm really, really happy, and everybody's very happy.
Yeah, well, me too. I can't wait.
Well, we have only one problem. Apparently, it's an issue to bring your guitar. We should be able to make it, because, okay, there you go. You see, Stefania Cortorillo says, hi.
Hi,
She's
Stefania.
one of the singer. Thank you. So we need to bring your guitar, because even though you're flexible and you're super nice, you say, whatever, I'm going to rent one. That's fine. I think your guitar is just a piece of you. It sounds so good when you play it. I want your guitar. I want the whole package, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm actually happy you feel that way, because obviously I also feel that it's a part of me and what I do, but also the gift of being able to play a guitar is that you can do it everywhere with almost any sort of guitar. So we'll make it work no matter what, I'm sure.
And I will try to not really to force you, but I'll put you guys in the same room and I'll see what happens if you guys jam a little bit. We'll see. Florence is as nice as you. Philip is going to be hard because he plays clarinet. That's very classical, but we'll see. And there are a bunch of musicians from Viterbo, so we'll see. Maybe we can do something, maybe no, it doesn't matter. We have a very rich program from something like 4:30 in the afternoon till 7. There are different people, and then you guys are on stage, of course. And I'm sure it's going to be super, super, super fun. We have another person say, hi, guys, see you soon. He's the one in charge of security and stuff. Francesco is like you, he goes everywhere in the world, so he's kind of fun guy. So I am close to be done. I want to ask you, like I always ask my guests, something you want to tell us, and we're happy to if you want to talk.
Well, I can only say I'm really, really excited to come by. I'm very looking forward to it. So I brought some stuff from Copenhagen to Berlin with me because I'm only just gonna do a layover in Stockholm and go to you guys. So I feel like it's in a second, and I'm very excited.
So even though it's not going to be cold for you, please bring something warm, because I'm going to be giving you guys the t-shirt, the sweater, Tuscia and Fiore. Of course, that's going to be your couple of t-shirts and so forth. So I don't want you to be cold. So put something underneath to warm you up, okay? Just to make sure.
I'll make sure of it.
Okay. So please bring your fantastic attitude, your smile, and by all means, your guitar and your voice. And we're certainly happy to see you and to have you very, very soon.
Me too. I'm so excited.
Very, very good. So I'm going to say goodbye with a couple of 15-second short video from some of the event we did. And then I'm gonna, and then it's gonna be over. So Monique, I will see you very, very soon in Fiumicino, and we are happy to have you in Viterbo.
Me too. I'm looking forward to it. See you there.
Bye, bye, Monique.
Bye.
Thank you.